Alright, haven't done one of these in a while, but I have a bit of downtime, so I'm going to make another exhibit for this new zoo with only 2 exhibits so far. Seems fitting because today is Planet Zoo's 1-year anniversary of being released, so I'm going to end up making an exhibit for my favorite species in the game and in real life, the Siberian Tiger. So I've already kind of laid the groundwork, generally kind of what I want, and I'm going to go from there. So I'm going to get started. Alright, so that's the exhibit, and I really like how this one turned out. Being one of, well, my favorite animal of all time. Wanted to put a lot of effort into it, so used all the skills I have, which isn't much, but used what I had to, try to make a nice exhibit. Here we have the classic kind of zoo exhibit, where it's like the overlook, open air, no barrier. Well, barrier, but like no plexiglass or anything. My local zoo has similar exhibit like this. I mean, they have a shorter plexiglass fence on top of the actual barrier, but this is a game, some liberties. Being a forest animal, I tried to give them a lot of forest, and when I didn't consider it realistic to have a ton of snow for this species. I mean, like in the game, you don't see zoos everywhere just dumping the entire exhibit covered in snow at all times of the year, but I just realized I should do that and get rid of everything, but have one area where snow. Zoos do that with like polar bears and tigers, where they just get a bunch of manufactured snow and dump it in. So I decided to do that, give them a little space like that. Over here, kind of another viewing area that similar to like a lot of zoos have, where it's a little pavilion canopy. One of my favorite memories from a zoo was actually the Detroit Zoo, going and having a Siberian tiger right up to the glass and yawn right in my face. So that's pretty cool. So try to replicate something like that and put this food enrichment to, sometimes zoos do like a keeper talk while they're feed the animal. The zoo, again, my local zoo, they did something like that the last time I was there, where they hung up a beef shank on about a 12-foot pole and then let the tiger out, and it ran up and jumped and missed the first time, and I have a picture of that I'll include, but really cool to see, so tried to replicate that. Tried to give them a nice shelter. Some zoos try to make the shelter like a cave, for their large animals, but I really don't like trying to make that kind of facade with the stone, so just nice little stone and concrete building with a little back area where they're fed and, little keeper area. Yeah, then, being a tiger, one of the only big cats, them and jaguars that actually like water, so gave them water. Also try to give them a nice view, but I guess now for the animals themselves, What's not to like about the Siberian tiger? Currently largest land predator, because the polar bear is considered a marine predator. But just powerful, big, beautiful, majestic, all positive adjectives. But yeah, my favorite animal by far. So lucky that I've been able to see them in real life a couple of times now, actually, but a couple different places. More than a couple different times. I mean, again, my local zoo had them, but then they didn't have them for a couple years because they did an exchange with another zoo where we got pandas for 5 or 6, maybe even 8 years. We had pandas for quite a while, and they were in where the tigers were, but last year the zoo got them back and got to see them again. Yeah, kind of rambling at this point, but just letting the tiger run through the exhibit and get another kind of look at it from an actual, more or less, first-person view. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, thanks for watching.